Welcome, 7th graders. Here's our last lesson in this chapter. We will use distributive property to solve problems. This is chapter 2, section 6, so go ahead and write that in your table of contents as well as in your notes. Okay, here we go. Before we solve problems using distributive property, we need to review distributive property. So very quickly, I have, as you can see, this is my bell ringer for Monday. Should be October 30th, not 31st. Okay. So do you remember how to do a distributive property? Let's do problem 2. When I distribute, what does it mean? That means I'll distribute 7 to every number inside of the parentheses. How do I distribute? Well, parentheses mean multiply. So I'm going to multiply 7 times 4x, and then going to multiply 7 times -1. Please remember that the sign always goes with the number behind it, okay? So 7 in parentheses 4x minus 1, that's the same as 7 times 4 is 28x, and 7 times -1, now be careful here, is -7. That's how I know what sign I have here. Okay, after I multiply, that's how I know what sign I have here. Okay, I would like you to try number 3. I'm going to review very quickly how to multiply fraction by a whole number. Let me do, for example, a half times 9. How would I multiply it? Let me move it up a little bit. I'll change that whole number to a fraction, so I can write as a half times 9/1. Okay, and then I multiply my numerator, multiply my denominator, so that's 9/2, which is 4.5. That's how you multiply fraction by a number. So go ahead, try number 3 by yourself, and we'll be back. Okay, I hope it went well. Now it's time for us to solve some equations with a distributive property. I'm going to solve a couple equations first with nice clean numbers, okay? And then we are going to look at some others. All right, let's see. I printed this worksheet here, so I hope you can see my camera, so I'm sorry. Just the way the light is. All right. Let's do a problem here on top. Okay, how to solve this problem. There's 2 ways to solve that problem, but we want to practice distributive property. That's what we are going to do. So we will separate my left side from the right side, and then I'm going to use distributive property on the left. So instead of how it looks right now, I'm going to rewrite it. So 3 times 2x is the same as 6x. 3 times +10 is +30, and that still equals my right side, which is 54. Now we have easy 2-step equation after that. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides, which leaves me with 6x on the left side and 24 on the right side. Okay, now I want x by itself, so I have to divide by 6 both sides. The answer is 4. Here's the point when I want you to go back and check if your answer is correct. Don't leave it there. Go back and check. How do I check? I put that 4 back for the x in my original equation. So ignore the problems which are on the right here. I'm just going to check my problem number 1. Okay. So let's see. 3 times 2 times 4 plus 10. And I'm going to check if that truly is 54. Well, let's check. In the parentheses, I have to do first, but multiplication will go first. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 10, is it 54? 10 plus 8 is 18. So 3 times 18, is it 54? Somewhere on this side I'm going to do 18 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. That means that 4 truly is my answer. So on a quiz, on a test, every time remember that you can check your own work and you can know for sure if you solve the equation correctly. Okay? I would like you to try the easy one by yourself. So go ahead and do problem number 6. Okay, good job. Okay, let's see if you did it right. So you're going to multiply first to the distributive property. So 8 times 4 is 32 plus 8x equals 64. I'm going to subtract 32. Why am I subtracting? Because 32 is positive. I want to take it away, so I have to subtract 32 from both sides, of course. That leaves me with 8x equals 32. Divide by 8, divide by 8, and of course the answer is again 4. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to go back and check. So 8, 4 plus 4, because that's what my x was. Is it truly 64? In a parenthesis, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 times 8. Is it 64? I hope you answer yes. Therefore, 4 is my correct answer. Okay. I'm going to do another video with which will include integers. So if you're okay with this video, just go ahead and click on the second video. If not, this is a time when you need to ask for any questions you may have at this time. Okay? Alright, see you in the second video.